Good evening, guys. How are you? It is evening in Sydney, Australia, and I don't know about you, but I had quite a challenging time for the last few days. My emotional state, dealing with my core wounds, and just basically with life. I think a lot of us right now are in need to honor our anger and frustrations. I know I said it a lot in the challenges, and I think a lot of us are still not accepting the ugly bits of humanity. And I don't mean ugly as a judgment, it is literally what we don't deserve to be torn apart with, or to be abused with, or to be accused of. Facing challenge and filled up with law of attractions, manifestation videos, and even people tell you that you cannot speak negatively at all, is literally beating yourself up about being a human and having feelings. That is biased positivity, and it does not work. Being addicted with digging into imperfection so that you don't have to worry about ever being positive is biased negativity. It also is an obsession. And when this happens, our thyroid and the pituitary gland just had enough. And if you are alone without many helpful friends who agree to disagree and are actually matching your own highest potential timeline on the highest humanity awakening and alignment that is non-biased. I say a lot of non-biased because there's just so much light bulb moment. I'm doing this just so we have the whole, light bulb moment. My room right now is evening. I'm just keeping a little light. I want to invite you to feel okay to not have to engage with people, to disengage with people, to not have to find excuses to be alone and yell. And I also want to remind you you don't have to be kind to everyone that have hurted you. You don't have to be politically correct all the time and be grateful all the time. That's not what this challenge is about. This challenge, gratitude challenge, is about being real. So today we are going to dedicate itchy nose, everything about being freaking real. There's so much nastiness in this world, in our own heads alone. I am so tired of hearing people trying to say things one way and then feel sorry about speaking in such way. You know what? Whatever in that moment caused you to feel that way, you are valid. You are a freaking human being. There's such toxicity in this fake spiritual dogmatic teaching. They're telling people, oh, you can't speak that way. When you speak that way, it allows such and such energy to come through, and then these horrible things happen. No, what if I have that coming through because I really needed to vent out so that I can shake my body and shake it out of my system. Stop feeling scared of hurting other people's feelings by being authentic, by saying how you feel. You might not speak perfectly kind in a moment because you really had it. Have the awareness and just be grateful that you were brave enough to say as it is, because oh my god, people say train wreck of thought. Sometimes just a bus of thought and the accident of one of the thought fell off the bus and hit somebody can do a number. That's a whole lot to talk about the analogy, but that can be for another day. And it will be a day that we talk about the train of thought and how to be grateful for that. But today, I don't know what's gonna happen with the Spiritual Dogma Society when they see this video. I want you to throw out all of those goody two-shoe program in the spiritual community that if you're kind, you have to speak kind all the time. The nicest person in the whole freaking world who is most genuine still had time that they sweared or angry at some absolutely evil people. And I don't like being swear at. But I know there's time that I'm so frustrated that I do have that in my head, or I get so angry at some horrible people that I may swear. And I still don't agree with teaching people to swear. I didn't actually swear until I met my ex-husband, who said that it was just expression, and I realized later it wasn't always, because the evil people do that all the time, and they say it in a horrible context. But if you are so frustrated and you're genuinely frustrated and you don't mean any harm, you have right to express it, even if there was a swear word. You're a human being. And I'm so done with seeing women and men with good heart crying behind the door, pained by the narcissistic abuse that they have endured from their girlfriend, boyfriend, spouses, or long-term partner, co-worker, family, whatever. Because I've been there myself, it sucks. It really sucks. It's horrible. And I'm so done. I'm so grateful for the awareness. I'm so grateful for people who are real, who confirms this. That we, people like me, we are so done with this fake friendship. I'm your friend until. And the clarity of we don't trust ourselves enough that we're going to be okay without a fake friendship. There's fake friendship everywhere. And so we scared and we keep push and pull. You don't need that. And if you are a star origin soul and you have a high soul purpose, and you feel like you have to be above the line, we're talking about above the line, below the line, and the baseline. The baseline is in the middle. Above the line is non-biased positivity. Biased is not recommended. But if you have those biased positivity, at least it's better than biased negativity. And that is a point for gratitude until it became a natural flow of your life. Do not wear your heart in your head, but have your head aligned with your heart. And own it. Own your gut instinct and be really real. And I want to challenge you today that you are going to dedicate a whole day speaking exactly how you felt from your core, from your gut, and non-edited words to every single person, organization, enterprise, government, maybe. Just real. I did it tonight and I really had it with that person. And that person was really not getting it. I was literally telling that person to be quiet. Because he was not hearing me. It was not a two-way conversation. And he was trying to dictate me. And he was trying to limit my expression and my freedom. And he said that I did not stop talking throughout the show. So in his mind, that if we are watching the show, we're not allowed to talk or have opinion about the show and express it. He was constantly trying to shush me. And that's not what we need. We don't need friends like that. We don't need a colleague like that. He only said that because I told him off about not being mindful. Like he was really not mindful about answering phone calls for a long time when I was trying to hear a song. And if I didn't say that, I just swallowed it, we know there'll be no conflict, but then that's not being authentic, right? How many times that you swallowed how you feel, like you really want to punch someone? I'm not saying go out and punch someone, because you swallowed your temper, you swallowed your words, you swallowed how you feel for so long, and by the time it explode, you're almost like, oh, I really want to punch you, but I can't because I'm a good person. And then you feel that pain in your belly, and you then feel guilty about feeling that way. Don't feel guilty either. But don't go punch someone. Don't wait until then, because accident happens. That's how accident happens. Because nobody expressed how they really feel, so when they got really angry, they hurt each other. So why don't we be grateful for the fact that we are human beings? We're gonna get angry. Let's accept that. It's impossible you being a human and you never get angry. You're literally not human if you never get angry. And I don't even care who tells you what kind of guru they are. They're not being honest if they tell you they never were angry at all. It's just not real. So being honest means emotional honesty. Emotionally honest with who you are, what you are doing right now, what you need right now. How many times we hear spouses lie to each other about their need? They're so scared of being labeled needy. You're not a human if you never need. It almost feels like to me, everything being a part of normal humans suddenly is not okay in the unicorn-lighted fake spirituality. I don't like low vibe, thuggy abuse. But you got to be honest, not meet in halfway or extreme. Be positive, but do it naturally, honestly, with emotional intimacy, resilience, honesty. And if we've been lied to since our childhood by our parents when things not okay and they always tell you it's okay, there's a deep sadness and anger inside us, feeling insecure because children are smart, they're intelligent, they're very intuitive, especially children today. So who are we lying to? We're adults now. Don't judge yourself harshly, but don't lie to yourself either. And be real today. No matter how you feel, just be real. Say the exact word how you feel, what you're thinking. And take responsibility of that. Things can only get better and may end up with this job is over, or this friend is gone, or oh well, now there have to be a breakup or divorce. But trust me, this is for the better. Because you deserve it. The goodness in life sometimes come from a fallen tower of false foundation, lies. And you can always rebuild your foundation with something real that will be long lasting. And I hope that this reached someone tonight because I'm really feeling it right now. I want to come up. I'm not trying to, pretend or wait until I'm calmer. I'm a very emotional and passionate person when I'm in my warrior woman mode, and I'm very calm and soft when I'm in my wisdom woman mode. And right now I'm in my warrior woman's mode, channeling my soul's wisdom. And I'm challenging you today to channel your emotional honesty, intimacy, and intelligence so you can face diversity with resilience and able to take responsibility for every action that you take. I love you all. Mwah.